Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is November the 12th, 2024, and the time is 8:43 p.m. Chicago time. Okay, now, as you guys know by now, if you've been watching my videos, is that I'm into astrotheology. And astrotheology, what that is it's the coming together of the two sticks. The coming together of the two sticks. The spiritual and the physical sides of who we are. And being said, you will also know that I believe that the Israelite tribes are extended from the Zodiac. Zodiac. There are 12 plus 1 Zodiacal sign, and there's 12 plus 1 tribes of Israel. Now, I'm not gonna go deep into my opinion on this, my philosophy, but I would like to give you some information and what you can do with that information and take it and do your own research and try to make your own conclusion upon that. Okay, I'm going to start with you guys in the Bible. Now, this is the King James Bible. Holy Bible, King James Version. Now, I'm going to be reading out of Numbers. This is Numbers. This is Numbers chapter 1, verse 49. And it says, "Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number." So he's telling Moses and Aaron, the Levites are not going to be numbered amongst the tribe because they are special. "Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel. But you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, over all its furnishings, and over all things that belong to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings. They shall attend to it and camp around the tabernacle." Okay, and then he says, "And when the tabernacle is to go forward, the Levites shall take it down, and when the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall set it up. The outsider who comes near shall be put to death. The children of Israel shall pitch their tents, everyone by his own camp, everyone by his own standard, according to their armies. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, that there may be no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel. And the Levites shall keep charge of the tabernacle and testimony. Thus the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they did. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Every one of the children of Israel shall count by his own standard." His own standard. "Beside the emblems of his father's house. And they shall camp some distance from the tabernacle of meeting." Now, from my understanding, the connection of the Israelites and the Zodiacal signs is that you are what your father is. You're under his camp. So wherever your father is, you camped you was under his camp, I guess, till you moved out, till you was when you turn adult and you move on and you connect with your wife. So from my standpoint, I'm individually of the tribe of Zebulun. Zebulun represent Capricorn. My father was Aries. He was Aries is connected to Gad. So even though my father was never a part of my life until I turned 25, if I was under his roof, under his camp, it would have been under the Aries camp, because he's my father, so he's the head. I'm under his camp until I became an adult and I moved out, and that's when I moved on and took on my own custom or whatever. Another thing, I want to say another thing. Okay, there were three great men that has passed, and we all know what happened to them. Now, the connection to them are Israelites. They are connecting from the Israelites to the Zodiacal signs. They were all earth signs. The earth signs in the Bible represented Naphtali, Virgo, Zebulun, Capricorn, and Joseph tribe of Joseph. That will be Malcolm X. And if you read their biography, or if you knew them, some of our parents probably knew them because they was part of their era. That's only if you're a Gen Xer, like I am. I'm a Gen Xer. You follow their lifestyle, and if you follow their lifestyle, you will see the connection between them and their tribe that they belong to. Like Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton, very smart, very intelligent, highly intellectual, very analytical. He was very analytical. Those are Virgo traits. Those are Naphtali traits. In my video, once I get to Naphtali, in there, I will prescribe all those things I'm saying to you right now as far as Virgo. Okay, moving on to Capricorn. There were many great people in the tribe of Zebulun, which is a match to Capricorn. Although you may read some materials where they try to get you confused by putting Zebulun traits with Naphtali and Naphtali traits with Zebulun, but the tribe of Zebulun is Capricorn. And one of those things that you can make, one of the easiest way to make those matches is that usually Capricorn enemies, Zebulun enemies, they have to go in their past to find something. They usually try to hurt Capricorns with something of our past that we feel a lot of guilt over. And match that to Dr. Martin Luther King. He felt very, very guilty, and it upset him after he discovered what this government was doing, and that he realized that the non-violence movement did not help us. He realized sooner or later things we would have to turn physical with our wants, because he knew that the government wasn't going to meet us. And that's why he did an interview. It's circulating around now, but they was hiding it back then. But this interview, he said that he feel that he led us into a burning building with that non-violence nonsense. But he also said that he knew that they had more numbers. They were more those people had more in numbers and more in weapons, and he felt like that it would be wrong to try to help us to go in the way of violence, because he knew that he felt that we would be slaughtered in that way. So he did an interview, and it weighed heavily on his heart that the he got us to follow him with socialism, but he knew that the actual problem was economic, and he really felt bad about that. And match that with Zebulun. Zebulun had always felt guilt over not protecting Joseph when his brothers were trying to harm him. Yeah, he felt some guilt over that, and he talks about it on his dying bed when he got all his sons together and he speak to him. He felt that was one of the major things that happened that he felt a lot of guilt about, and that was Zebulun, when he gathered his children together and to tell them what was going to happen in the future. So Capricorn and Zebulun, those two are tied. And moving over to Malcolm X. Malcolm X is of the tribe of Joseph, which when Joseph died, he had two inheritance. One Jacob gave him, because remember, Joseph was Jacob's favorite son. So before he died, he adopted Joseph's two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. And even though Manasseh was the oldest, he gave his inheritance to Ephraim. But Joseph, what Joseph did was Joseph gave his personal inheritance to his son Ephraim, and Manasseh took on his grandfather's portion of his grandfather's inheritance, which Jacob was the entire. He was given he was given the priesthood. Joseph was given the priesthood, and back then the priesthood, they had the physical laws, and they had the what is it called, the celestial science. Celestial, dealing with the heavens. The physical laws, dealing with the way we act upon, the way we live our life in the physical sense on this planet. So before he died, he gave Joseph two inheritance. So when Joseph died, Joseph had two inheritance to give to his sons. Like I said, Ephraim took on Taurus, because Taurus was Joseph's inheritance. Taurus, which is connected to Joseph. Now Manasseh, he took on the half of the half of Jacob, which Jacob was from a twin. Jacob and Esau represent the age of Gemini. They represent the age of Gemini, because if you do the research, according to that time back then, Gemini was the age when Esau and Jacob came into existence. Now, Manasseh took on that part of Joseph's inheritance, which is Gemini, the twins, because Manasseh have two sides to him. The Bible mentions it in double whenever they said that he was he was considered the twins, because he had Benjamin. In some books, they try to put Benjamin as Gemini, because they said he had two names, but it is Joseph, because he's one of the half of Jacob's inheritance. So that's why he's Gemini. but it gets a lot deeper. Once you start doing your own studies, you'll be able to determine whether or not this is true or not. Okay, so Joseph represented Malcolm, and everything about Malcolm would go back to what Joseph was going through. Remember, Joseph's brothers hated him. They hated him because he was smart, intelligent, and he didn't hold nothing back. When he spoke directly, and he was just direct in his speech. And his brothers didn't like that because he would say what's on his mind. He didn't care. And he told his brothers that he had a dream, that and when you define the dreams, they knew that those dreams involved him. And one of his dreams said something about his sheeps bow down to him, and they were upset because they was Judah, or somebody said he feel that they should bow down to him. That was one of his dreams. And then the other dreams, it was talking about the sun, moon, and the 11 stars. It was the 11 stars because Joseph is the one that's talking about it. He will represent the 12th star, which is the 12 stars of the zodiac, but it's really 13. The 13th would be Levi, because he's not part of the tribe clan. He belongs strictly to God, because he was given, Levi was given the oracles. He was given the physical and the spiritual side. That's what the priests, that's why we lost our way. Because when the enemy came at us, they killed off the priests, the teachers, the astrologers, all of that. They killed those people off. Anybody that had information, they killed them off. And everybody that came after that, they were raised in lies, and lies, the lies that your conqueror is giving you. That's how we were brought into this world. We are not the same people as our ancestors were. That's why I consider us Americans. We are Negro Americans. That's who we are. Our race is Negro. Our culture is American. Negro American. Not any other race American, but Negro American. And now, with Malcolm X, remember, Islam, the people that he felt was his family, those guys turned against him when he discovered the things that was going on in the nation. And that's when they turned their back on him, and they started getting real violent towards him. Now, that could go back to relate to Joseph, what his brothers was doing to him. So those are the connection. But back to this, what I was reading in the Bible. These are the camps. I'm gonna get to the camps. It says, every one of the children of Israel shall camp by his own standard, beside the emblems of his father's house. They shall camp some distance from the tabernacle of meeting, on the east side, towards the rising of the sun. Those of the standard of the forces of Judah shall camp according to their armies, and Nashan, the leader of Amminadab, shall be the leader of the children of Judah, and his army was numbered at 74,600. Those who camp next to him shall be the tribe of Issachar. Now, Issachar is the zodiac sign Cancer, and you know, Judah being Leo, he's connected in the same area. He's in the same area of Cancer. Remember, Cancer starts the summer, and Leo is midsummer. Leo is midsummer. So the camps were set up according to how the zodiac is. It's set up according to how the zodiac is, because after Judah, you got Issachar, Judah, and then Naphtali, which is Virgo, should be next. But they try to scramble them up here. Okay. Those who camp next to him, which is Judah, shall be the tribe of Issachar. And Nathaniel, the son of Zunar, shall be the leader of the children of Issachar. And his army was numbered at 54,400. And see, this I was telling you, they're trying to get you confused with Zebulun and Naphtali. It says, then comes the tribe of Zebulun, and Eliab, son of Helon, shall be the leader of the children of Zebulun. Now, Zebulun shouldn't be there. Naphtali should be there, because Naphtali is Virgo. But like I said, they try to confuse people by switching those two up. But in another video, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you the story of both and let you decide. Okay, and his army, Zebulun's army, was numbered at 57,400. All who were numbered according to their armies of the forces with Judah. See, they all was there. Zebulun, Issachar, and Judah. But it should have been Issachar, Judah, and Naphtali. Okay. All who were in number were numbered according to their armies of the forces with Judah. 186,400. These shall break camp first. So, Judah, Issachar, and Naphtali are a camp. They are a camp. They the east camp. Okay. They the first camp first. And then it says, on the south side shall be the standard of the forces with Reuben. Reuben is Aquarius, and they're naming off the four powerful tribes. Judah is a powerful tribe, and you notice that he was named